All the runners in the race have returned back into the parade ring after each race. Won't be long now. For all of today's races, we'll have just over 3 circuits, 15 fences to take. They're called in, often racing. The 2025-inch races commence with the 4-year-old mare's Maiden, kindly sponsored by Tattersalls and Long's Bar. And the field now quickly head to the first of 15, and up there prominent as they come over number 1 is Crystal Gold, who leads the field towards the back straight for the first time, just ahead from in second spot. On the outside there is Jack Hendricks aboard Malinka Savage. So as they come over number 2, Malinka Savage is up there sharing the lead with Crystal Gold. They're being followed then by, the next up in the field is If the Shoe Fits, who is racing on the outside of Push Push and the Bestie Woman. Also in the leading line of 6 at the moment is Annie Glory, who in turn is followed by Oozy Girl. Through the early stages, Pa King has put his mount on follow to sleep at the rear of the field, and just ahead of that one is Dara Higgins aboard Better Nights Ahead. So it's a long run there before they'll come to the next fence, which is on the top side of the track here. And as they come to it, it's going to be Crystal Gold, who'll take off just in front from Malinka Savage, who's over in second. A close third then is If the Shoe Fits. There's a break of 3 lengths to the Bestie Woman, who's 5 lengths clear from Annie Glory, who's leading the main pack of the field, followed by Oozy Girl. Further back in the field on the inside then, you've got I'm a Dream Twister, who is just ahead from the likes of Push Push. After that one then, you've got Fiery Lady also sitting towards midfield. And after then Rob James aboard Sambo Mambo. 3 from the back as they take the next fence is Barry O'Neill. He's on Frost Moon, and the 2 behind him at the moment are Better Nights Ahead. And finally the back marker after a circuit of the track remains on follow. We started with 13, and all 13 come to number 6 of the 15 fences. And as they stream over it safely, we see now that Crystal Gold and Brian Lawless is stretched on by a couple of lengths as he heads out towards the back straight for the second time. Sharing second spot are Malinka Savage, who's up there with the Shoe Fits. Fourth, sitting about 6 lengths behind in Dennis Hayes' colours, is the Bestie Woman. On that one's inside is Annie Glory and Try Walsh. Then for 6 and 7, you got Oozy Girl, who's on the near side of I'm a Dream Thriller. Further back then to find towards midfield Bertie Finn in the blue and yellow half colours and Push Push just ahead of Fiery Lady. And then after this one out deep on the track is Sambo Mambo, still nursed towards the back end of the field. Frost Moon in the hands of Barry O'Neill has only a couple behind, and those 2 at the rear continue to be Better Nights Ahead and finally on follow. So towards the fence with about 1.5 miles left to race. This is 8 from the finish, and as they all get over it safely, Crystal Gold for Liam Kenny's team is leading here by just over 1.5 lengths. In second place is Harley Dunn's runner, that's If the Shoe Fits. Then the Bestie Woman is followed by Malinka Savage. After that one then, Oozy Girl for the Berries is a handy 5th. Fiery Ladies just in behind this one. And then improving in the 2-tone blue colours is Sambo Mambo for Rob James. Down the inside, another one who is picking up a few places then is Frost Moon. So they're heading up past the winning post area in a moment. They've got a lap to go in this Tattersalls and Long's Bar sponsored 4-year-old mare's Maiden. And at the moment, going confidently in front is Crystal Gold. Leaps over that fence just ahead from If the Shoe Fits. The Bestie Woman sits on their tails a close third. Malinka Savage is 4th, climbing towards the back straight in 5th place. Then we got Push Push. After that one is Oozy Girl. And Continue to creep closer in midfield is Frost Moon. So as they take the fence, which is 4 out, and there's not much now to choose between Crystal Gold on the inside of If the Shoe Fits. The Bestie Woman, who was a bit slow at that previous fence, has been rushed right back up on the outside to challenge with the 2 leaders. Ozzy Girl is not far away in 4th place, and just in behind these you got Push Push, Sambo. Mambo is also in the firing line just behind the leaders, and then Frost Moon has a chance. One who's dropped out very quickly is I'm a Dream Triller, on the way to the 3rd last in a competitive looking 4-year-old mare's Maiden, and that's Crystal Gold in front as they arrive at the 3rd last fence. Malanka Savage comes back to challenge. Push 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 makes a move on the outside there for Bertie Finn, and after this one on the inside improving is Annie Glory, and they're being followed then by a weakening If the Shoe Fits. Now getting going, coming home strongly for Barry O'Neill. At the back of this group is Frost Moon. They're on the turn for home. They've got 2 to jump. Crystal Gold challenged by the 2 Bow Horses. Push Push, and widest of all is Frost Moon. They've gone on for Malanka Savage, who's held in 4th, and it's Crystal Gold, Push Push, and Frost Moon a length covering them as they take the final fence. Crystal Gold so honest here in front, but here comes on the outside Frost Moon to try and cruelly denied. Push Push in the centre. It's a 1-2 for Bow. Barry O'Neill got up to win on Frost Moon. From Push Push, close 3rd, Crystal Gold, and not beaten far in 4th was Annie Glory, and then a few lengths break to in 5th place was Malanka Savage, and they were clear from the remainder. Just to remind patrons, please do not come up the chute to the parade ring until all of the horses are back in. Please avoid coming up the chute to the parade ring until all the horses have returned back in.
The result of our first race, the Tattersalls Ireland maiden race for 4-year-old mares. It finished 7, 19, 32, and 1. Once again, it finished 7, 19, 32, and 1. The winning distances were as follows: a neck, 3/4 of a length, and 1 length. Once again, a neck, 3/4, and 1 length.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first winner of the afternoon, number 7, Frost Moon, trained by Colin Bowe and ridden to victory by Barry O'Neill. And with winning trainer Colin Bowe, who's just going to have a quick word with us. A very close finish, but done it well up the outside in the end.
Yeah, Barry said she was a little bit green earlier on. She slipped on the bend here early. We got shoved back plenty, but in fairness to her, she was good and tough, and she held on well to win. Yeah.
She's a nice bit of breeding as well in the background.
Yeah, I think she was a 65-yarn store and big scubby lady. I'm sure there's a lot of improvement to come from her in the future.
And what's next now for this filly?
She'll go to some of the sales, maybe Punchestown or some of the sales. We'll get her cashed in.
Congratulations, a winning trainer of the afternoon, Colin Bowe.
Thank you.